We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. Four touchdowns, one pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. They're trying to eliminate the interception. He wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The numbers for Mixon last week, 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
The Oklahoma product Baker Mayfield trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Second and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Browns. 42 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the Bengals' 33-yard line.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25. A touchback. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Now Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A.J. Green.
12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Bengals.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have you ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Catch made. It's Moreau.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to...
Now Burrow loses the football.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about
the Browns drive about to get started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
At the 38-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. Over the middle to Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he shifts past him.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 13 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
now Burrow to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Complete to Auden.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Pick up on the play. And it's third down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And Tate's got it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
It's a gain of 6.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
And the Bengals first down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Tyler Boyd.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
On third down, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
A 28-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, he has that make-you-miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again. So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
They're struggling with that so far. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 58 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, but it'll be second down.
For Auden Tate. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
And Burrow going to throw again. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
First down, Cincinnati.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first, this from 41. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will do it. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And he returns this to the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Mayfield now. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Number 24.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Bengals' 11-yard
throwing, Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now Myers for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On second down, here's Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. Third down here.
A.J. Green, incomplete. It's third down and 12.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. High throw, but the catch is made.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 12.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Joe Mixon.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Mixon again, the ball carrier.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. It's brought in left side by Tate.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
On first down, Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest. And they're going to bury him back at the 11-yard line. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Chubb fights loose, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run. Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
On the play, 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Play fake. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down.
Mayfield on the...
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's able to put it through. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25. A touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. First down. Here's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now left side on the swing pass. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. And we saw another example of it there. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about...
And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And the lead is now an even 30. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He finds his running back, Mixon.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Burrow going for it on 4th. And Tate's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Burrow's pass.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
15 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
Let's go. Mike 55, Mike 55.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he'll find Moreau here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him.
Mike 55. Check 55, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
Again, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Complete to Joe Mixon. A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Cincinnati.
To the air again, Burrow. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's second down.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Burrow with a throw caught by Green. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
For a Cleveland.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. They toss it left side to Chubb. There he goes again. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
What did they call that on?
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
On the run, this is Hunt. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 35-yard line.
They go with Chubb on second down. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They run it again with Chubb. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll give it to Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. 3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Bengals 19.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far.